Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm back here at Walker Ford in sunny Clearwater, Florida, but as you can see, we don't have a Ford product to review. This is a lightly pre-owned 2016 Dodge Challenger SRT. What's even more special is this is actually a car that was traded in by a Rady's Rides subscriber by the name of Gustavo. He drove all the way from his home in South Florida to Walker Ford to pick up that bright orange, that Orange Fury metallic black racing stripe Shelby GT350 that we reviewed here, that 2019 that we reviewed in this spot. He now is the proud owner, and what better way to not only do Gustavo right, but also do this SRT right by featuring it here on Rady's Rides. So let's talk about the Dodge Challenger. Dodge Challenger harks back to the muscle car era. 1970 was the first year it appeared. Over the years, it kind of changed. But you know what? In 2008, when they brought it back, they brought it in a big way and in a right way. And I'm a firm believer that though I'm here at Walker Ford, and they got plenty of Mustangs, as you can see, nobody does the muscle car look better than Dodge with the Challenger. Now, what's interesting is you could have your Challenger 36 different flavors because they have pretty much every type of model you could think of trim-wise. This being the SRT model is going to have some extra performance underneath the hood, also at all four corners, and we'll get to that in a second. But let's go ahead, feature Gustavo's lightly pre-owned 2016 Challenger SRT. Now, right off the bat, you'll notice the distinctive lines of the Challenger. I like what they did by upgrading the grille, especially that Challenger logo. Now, if you're looking for hollowed out headlights, you're not going to see that. That's only on the Demon or the Hellcat or Red Eye. This has the classic quad headlight design. I love the way that the lower grille is shaped. You got your fog lamps, and you have this massive front lip spoiler, functional and looks good and goes back to the muscle car days. SRT, street racing technology, gonna pump extra performance because guess what? Yes, under the hood, there's a Hemi. Speaking of the hood, as we pop up, this is a functional center ram air scoop. This is unique to the SRT. Love the design, love the shape. I like the raised middle section. As we come around the bend, here's another thing that's SRT specific, those wheels. And I'm gonna get out of the way so that I don't cast a shadow, but that is a 20-inch wheel. I love the design of it. It's almost like a machined aluminum finish. That's a 275 up front, 275 on the width, 40 series on the sidewall. Look at that Brembo caliper. That's like the size of Ronald McDonald's shoe and his head, all wrapped into one. Gonna clamp down on that rotor. It's a two-piece rotor that's gonna help dissipate heat. It's slotted, fully ventilated. Love the style of it. It's gonna give you nice braking because at the end of the day, it's good to go fast in a straight line. Eventually, you're gonna need to slow down. On the side, like I said, a 6.4 liter, 392 cubic inch Hemi. There's that old saying, Mopar or no car. Definitely this is a Mopar car that you're gonna wanna have. It also is the largest engine currently produced displacement-wise by Chrysler and Dodge. It's a 6.4 liter. If you did your homework, you know that the Demon, Hellcat, Red Eye, they're all 6.2 liters, but they have that supercharger. As we go down the side, classic muscle car lines, the side mirror, even up top, the sunroof, nice shape. It is a larger car, so if you haven't been around one of these in a while, it is a larger car. I'm happy to see that this has the Pilot Sport 4S tires. The reason why is that they give you a little bit of both. You get your grip, and you also get durability. Out rear though, when we look down, you're still gonna get a large 4-piston caliper, and then when we're talking about the width, also 275. So this car at all four corners has a 275 20-inch. That means 275 is the width. It's like 4 steamrollers going down the road. As we come to the trunk, I like the same painted, nice black trunk spoiler, the SRT logo, really clean. I think it was smart the way they updated the taillight design, full LED, where I'm gonna zonk it, and I'm sure Gustavo is okay with me doing this. I don't like these reflectors, the location. I know it's probably federal mandated, and I don't like the exhaust outlet. It really needs a quad exhaust tip. That vacuum style makes me think that I need to run home and start cleaning my house. But why don't we go ahead, see what's cleaning the streets up underneath the hood of this Dodge Challenger. All right, guys, we got the hood popped. Remember, Mopar stands for motor parts. There's that old saying, Mopar or no car. What's also interesting is that this has a Hemi, but don't think that it's like the Hemi from the past, the muscle car days. Hemi is actually shortened for hemispherical heads. This doesn't have that, but it's still, they use that branding Hemi for this engine. Largest one built by Dodge, 6.4 liter, 392 cubic inches. Like I said, there's no replacement for displacement. I guess if you ask a Hellcat owner, there is a replacement. It's called a supercharger. But at the end of the day, 485 horsepower, 475 pound-feet of torque. It's all mated through an 8-speed automatic transmission that Dodge says shifts at 160 milliseconds. When you're looking underneath the hood is aluminum, but the car still weighs a hefty 4,200 pounds. 0 to 60 though, 4.2 seconds, quarter mile, 12.4, top speed 175 miles an hour. And if you're wondering about MPGs, you probably need to go look at another car. This likes to drink that premium fuel, 14 in the city, 23 on the highway. But you know what? The one best part about a car like this is the sound. Let's go ahead and fire her up. All right, guys, we're inside the 2016 Challenger SRT. I know you're probably saying, wow, Gustavo, one of your subscribers who's a real car enthusiast, you could tell by the kinds of cars he buys, you could tell by the way he kept this so nice. Only has 18,000 miles. That's like barely broken in. But anyways, if you're wondering how much is it being sold for, $37,999. $38,000 is what this car is marked at, but definitely call Tracy because they want to see it go to a new forever home. But let's see what we're working with the door panels. There are a lot of dark materials, but I like the soft leather on the back portion of the door, on the armrest. This one has the optional Harman Kardon sound system. It's also very unique where the handle is to open up the door so low by the cup holder. As we come from the from the door to the dash, I'm not digging the orange peel on the dash. I am gonna zonk that. It almost looks like elephant skin. I don't know if that was what they were going for, but it's not working for me. But overall, I do like how flat the dash is, and I really like how this looks like an old Challenger, but with all the upgraded technology. Look at that wonderful touchscreen. You could do your AC controls, of course, navigation. You wanna view your map and whatnot. Look at that, that's where we are. And look, they have a Challenger. That's pretty cool instead of an Aero or something like that. But watch this, I hit the SRT button, and that's where the magic happens. You could actually put it in track mode, open up the exhaust, change all the parameters, launch control, all those goodies are in this SRT Hellcat. Push button start, I like the red button. AC controls, radio controls, very simple to understand and use. Dual climate, heated and ventilated seats. There's that shifter that's controlling that ZF 8-speed transmission. You have a little pocket here for some breath mints after you're smoking those tires, because smoke them if you got them. 2 cup holders, nice soft armrest. You open it up and this is where all your technology is. USB, aux jack, and a 12 volt. I almost put my thumb in it. That would have been great to get shocked right here on Rady's Rides. Seats, they remind me of a Lazy Boy. They're not really sports seats. I like the SRT embossed in there, but other than that, they look good. They're just overly too squishy. I personally prefer a seat that's a little bit more supportive, especially if I'm gonna do some drag racing or whatnot. This one has a sunroof, which is a nice touch, but why don't you get on over to the business end and I'll show you behind the wheel of this SRT. All right, guys, behind the wheel of this 2016. Now, for the driver, you do have electric assist, but it does have a manual back. I'm gonna zonk that. If you're gonna do electric, go all the way. Go big or go home. Steering wheel, I like the shape. I like the crisscross pattern. That SRT badge staring you in the face. Bright silver gives it a nice touch. The paddles are weird. They're like half paddles. They should be extended all the way down, but they are plastic, and as you can see, kind of on the flimsy side. My favorite part though is that dash. It really looks like a classic dash with a 21st century spin. You can see that digital display in the center. You could go through all sorts of information, to whether you want to time yourself, you got your digital speedometer, all those goodies. And I like the analog tach and speedometer with that classic look. But why don't we go ahead, see how usable this is, and check out the trunk. All right guys, we're gonna check out the trunk on this muscle car. I've already popped it, you lift it up. Very impressive, the amount of space in here. Obviously, because of the dimensions of this car overall being larger than a Mustang or a Camaro, there's a larger opening and there's more room. Those seats will do the 60-40 split. You could put a couple wheels with slicks mounted on them in that trunk, head down to the drag strip, let her rip, and then swap them out and drive home. 1, 2, 3. But why don't we go ahead? If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's take this Challenger SRT for a spin. All right, guys, we're in Gustavo's lightly pre-owned SRT, and this thing, I'm telling you, is wonderful. We're leaving Walker Ford on throttle. Here we go. I'll tell you, very fast shifts from that 8-speed automatic transmission. I do have it in track mode. That's going to tailor back some of those electronic nannies that are there to kind of intervene when they think that you are out of control or whatnot. But definitely you could feel the grunt of that naturally aspirated 6.4 liter V8. Remember, that's the largest displacement currently offered by Dodge and Chrysler and everybody else. The Demon, the Hellcat, and the Red Eye, yes, they have more horsepower, but that's actually a little bit smaller displacement engine. It's a 6.2 liter with that big old supercharger, but definitely 485 horsepower, plenty in this car. And there's nothing like naturally aspirated sometimes. I know, yes, the supercharger is obviously going to be the way to go if you want ultimate power, but this thing, I'm telling you, drives like brand new. On throttle, drops down. Man, it shifts with authority, this 8-speed. Now, what's interesting is back in 2017, you could get this with a manual. I personally would have went that route, but remember, don't throw any heat at Gustavo, because he rolled out of Walker Ford with that Shelby GT350 video that we did, that I'm actually going to remember. Link at the end of this one, the orange one with the black racing stripes. And that one you can't get in an automatic. So one of those things that manual only. All right, guys, driving along, the ride is very smooth. The seats, even though there's not a lot of bolstering to hold you in when the road gets really twisty, they are extremely gentle on the body. So that's a nice thing, is that when you compare this, let's say, to some other vehicles in this category like the Camaro, you go Recaro, sometimes the bolstering does get a little high for some people. With these, it's almost like there's no bolstering, which to me is a negative. So I am going to zonk that. I want the seats to have a little bit more bolstering, but I'm going to say it again. I've said it once. I've probably said it more than once, but I'll say it again. No other car company right now is doing the retro muscle car look better than the Dodge Challenger. Even though they have about 32 different versions of it, it really has that classic muscle car look and feel, especially the dash, the gauge setup and everything. And like I pointed out earlier, you have that center digital display where you could scroll through all different types of information. But let's see how she does on the business end. I'll leave it in automatic mode, on throttle, on the brakes. Brakes actually have really good feedback. Tip it in here. Good weight to the steering wheel. You can feel some of that heft. That's where you're losing out, is that the Challenger is heavier than the Mustang. But man, that naturally aspirated V8 sounds amazing. Steering though, feedback feels pretty good. Crazy to think that this thing can do over 170 miles an hour. It's really not the most aerodynamic of shapes, but boy, that Hemi is gonna push you through the air. Like looking out over the black hood with the, remember we looked at that Ram Air scoop on the hood, and it's all raised up. Really, I'm telling you, that muscle car experience is what you're gonna get with this Challenger SRT. Of course, now you have other options that you could go, but you know, here we go. On throttle, on the brakes. Nice, look at this. We got some good feedback going on, coming out of the turn. All right, guys, on the brakes. I'm actually impressed with how the brakes are working on this car, especially with the weight that we have, but look at this. Feedback is good, coming out of the turn, on throttle, here we go. Love that the shifts, I'm telling you, they're a neck breaker if you are not ready for them. Really nice. This car is all about going in a straight line, as you can see, and you really pick up the steam very quickly and have that nice, naturally aspirated balance of power delivery that you're not gonna get in a supercharged engine. One more time. This is for Gustavo and his GT350. Here we go. Look at this. Here we go around this bend. Very nice. Super smooth. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up, get back to Walker Ford. I think that this is a car that if you've been waiting to get yourself a pre-owned Challenger SRT, Gustavo's is prime for the picking. 18,000 miles, wonderful setup. We're gonna get back to Walker Ford and wrap this one up, so I'll see you and Gustavo in a split second. All right, guys, another wonderful day here at Walker Ford. Definitely got to thank Frank Walker, Weston Walker, Tracy, Benji, Mark, Austin, the rest of the crew. What can we say? Gustavo's lightly pre-owned Challenger SRT is here for the taking. I think if you wanted one of these, this is the one to get, especially in this black color and with the way he took care of it. Gustavo, I hope you're enjoying that GT350. If you're not, I'm coming to get it from you. But anyways, if these are the types of things you like to see on Ready's Rise, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile coming back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Ready's Rise family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on the channel, click the link in the description. Get yourself some Ready's Rise merch. Got to give it up to Muscle Car Muscle McGee. That's his new name because he wants a muscle car. So let's make that happen. Leave a comment in there. Suggest to Tom what muscle car should he get. I'm curious to see those answers. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.